I want to start out by saying that for me, this is more of a who did I already vote for speech and not a who I plan on voting for speech, because when I went home a couple weekends ago for fall break, I was actually able to fill out my absentee ballot and I voted for Hillary Clinton and Tim Kaine. So before I get into why I voted for them, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of background as to why I'm a Democrat. Both my parents have been Democrats their whole lives, and so that was the type of household I grew up in. My mom's parents were both very involved in the civil rights movement, and she was actually able to meet Martin Luther King Jr. One time when his train was stopped in Baltimore. And obviously, she doesn't remember much of it because she was only about 4 or 5 when it happened, but they were very involved in all of the Democratic movements. And my dad's family is a lot more conservative. I don't know how he broke the mold, but he is a Democrat now, and he always has been. It's always interesting because we go up there for Thanksgiving break every year, so I'm sure that since this is going to be after an election, they'll have something to yell about. And it's a big Italian family, so it's just going to be screaming. My dad, my mom, and I all voted for Bernie during the primaries, but we're not Bernie or Bust people, obviously. Both of my parents actually have never voted for Hillary yet because they both voted for Barack back in the 2008 primaries as well. But we don't have anything against her. We just agreed more with what Bernie was stating, his platform during the time, and how he was going about it. But I think the Bernie or bust people are kind of just as bad as the Trump supporters who are extreme too, because to me, Hillary is basically combining her platform with Bernie's platform, and so I don't see how people could be unhappy because stuff like free college and putting an emphasis on global warming or climate change, which is a huge issue for me, which is also probably my number one issue because I want to work with animals. So I've seen firsthand how the change of the environment has really threatened them, but also us and what we're doing is obviously causing the decline in populations all over the place, and that's why I think we need to end should be one of our number one concerns. So I think stuff like that people are just kind of ignoring, and just we're so fixated on Bernie, Bernie, Bernie that they couldn't see that him and Hillary are actually working very well together. I think that it would be crazy for them to not vote for Hillary just because not voting for Hillary could potentially put Trump in the White House, and obviously they shouldn't want that. If they supported Bernie, they should still want to support a Democrat, I think, too. And I just think it's crazy how crazy this election has been. It's definitely crazy to see that this is our first election, that this is what we've had to deal with, but I'm hopeful for Tuesday and hopeful for what's going to happen after, and hopefully in 8 years I would like to cast a ballot for Michelle Obama at some point, so maybe she can work that in.